Moves around to Michael Mrazek. One of 6 players on the Slovak roster who played in the spring under-18. So we better clear this up. There's the IHF under-18 tournament that happens in April every year. This tournament is for players eligible for next year's draft. The spring tournament is for players eligible primarily. Face off one back to Oliver Turant, and Turant's long shot goes wide. Now picked up behind the goal by Michael Mrazek. And the centering pass is knocked away and brought up quickly by Lucas Raymond. Also a 2002 born player eligible for the 2020 draft. He walks in, and Raymond turned away in tight by Kozel. Point shot from Albert Luxen. And Lukasen. That's swept away. Now the wraparound try from Raymond. He's brought down. Shot back to the line and trying to hold it there is Lundqvist. So again, this tournament opens.
They were just starting to show it to the world.
Jure Elias plays it out now for the Slovaks. And kicked ahead by the captain, Tobias Bjornfort. Now the pass across. Alexander Holtz moves in and shoots. That was blocked. You get a first look at Alexander Holtz, the 16-year-old. He plays for the Djurgården junior team.
And that's interesting because I would have expected him to shoot there. But, you know, sometimes the players, as they come up and play with the older group, tend to be a little bit too unselfish.
Now Raymond back, sends it back in front. A great chance in tight there for Henriksen. And Henriksen, centering the 2002 born players, gets a great chance there. Holtz plays it back across, and Kormot breaks it up now for Slovakia. Shots are 6-5 in favor of the Slovaks. A 2001 prior to September 15th. If you're born after September 15th, 2001, you're a late birthday, you have to wait a year. Raymond works in, he's bumped off the puck. And now swinging back is Holtz. Feeds it across for Soderstrom. And now played ahead by Hlinka.
His lateral with Kormu's body, to me, that's a penalty.
Henriksen moves it ahead now. Carl Henriksen, also part of the Hlinka system for Raymond. Back for Henriksen, that bounce behind him. Here's Holtz back with it. And brought back by Valagura, who has the Slovak goal in the game. Matej Lenčík, one of 6 players from the Slovak team who played in the spring under-18 tournament. So those players were underage for that tournament. That was for 2000-borns and later.
And a country like Slovakia has to identify their 16-year-olds for those tournaments because they just don't have the depth of player.
They work
a little bit. Lots going on in the NHL, but they can get away.
Centering pass by Henriksen, and it's worth remembering that in the National Hockey League, you draft players primarily at age 18. If the NFL had an 18-year-old draft, Tom Brady wouldn't have been picked.
Well, he nearly wasn't picked at 22.
Holtz goes in. So even projecting here, Craig, how difficult is it to look at a 17-year-old player in August? He'll be a lot different in May of next year.
Absolutely, and I don't think it's about the difficulty. It's about trying to assess what a player has, what his attributes are, and then trying to watch how that progresses. And really ultimately what you're trying to do is have it translate, how it translates to the NHL.
Holtz with a hard shot there that hit Prentice Gaidos. And there's Gaidos back with it. Goalie of the World Junior in Toronto and Montreal in 2015. Named the top goaltender by the directorate. Raymond centers it, goes back to the point to Soderstrom.
I remember him being serenaded by the crowd in Toronto.
He'll never forget that. Great moments in his life. Raymond drops it back for Holtz. That skipped away from him, and now having to retreat is Soderstrom as the Slovaks break in. 2-on-1, shorthanded. Yenda in, shoots and fired that wide. And quickly back the other way is Raymond. Lucas Raymond drops it back for Holtz, and now fired right on by Soderblom, kicked away by Kozel.
So you watch Soderblom come up the ice and you look for quick hands. He takes that puck in traffic, and that's a quick shot. So really displaying some of those qualities and talents that scouts are looking for.
Raymond centers it, and that shot hammered high and wide by Soderblom. 40 seconds to go in the Swedish power play. Soderstrom on a long shot. That's tipped in front of us. Soderstrom got a stick on that.
He's had 3 touches here in the last 20 seconds.
Soderstrom leaves it there for Holtz. Drops it back for Henriksen. Henriksen winds in. A little backdoor pass there was broken up by Golian.
It's another touch for Soderstrom. That's 4.
Here's Raymond back with it. Feeds it back across to Henriksen. Centering pass. Raymond throws it back. Here's Holtz in, shoots. And that was blocked by a sprawling Oliver.
Used as a testing of a few other rules that we'll get into.
Another factor, if the goaltender freezes the puck on the power play, you can choose which side of the ice you want the face-off on. And there's Holtz with a quick chance as the teams begin the second period 5-on-5. That's not an insignificant move, Craig, because, you know, if your best centerman is right-handed, you want the face-off on the left side of the ice.
Well, also, you can't change.
Right.
Right? So if the opponent has a right shot center on the ice to protect against that, then you put it on his weak side.
Holtz centers it, and a quick chance there. Score! Not sure if he got it at the end or not. Might have been Raymond who touched it home.
I think Philip Broberg, the defenseman number 4, might have been the guy that jumped in there and was able.
So Bjornfort took the shot, and I don't know if Raymond touched it on the way in. The puck was bobbled for a moment by Kozel, and the Swedes have grabbed the lead.
Oh, there was a couple of Swedish sticks in the area. But there's Raymond, quick turn, and then throws it behind him. And here's Holtz, and good play to the net. Oh, it goes off the Slovak.
Off Dominic Soika. So I think Raymond touched it last, then Soika put it in. A favor of Sweden. The Slovaks scored their first shot. I guess theoretically their second shot. And they'll move back in front by Holtz, and there's this Henriksen line again for the Swedes. I don't keep track of ice time here, but these guys are logging major minutes for Sweden in a tournament where you played 3 games the first 3 days. Raymond works in along with Holtz. The centering pass just missed Alexander Holtz. Raymond back with it. Finds some room, walks right in. Raymond still with it. A backhand shot, and Coach do the 12-8. Canada's always done 13-7. As Raymond works in, shoots, and Kozel makes the save. And to your point, if you bring 12 and get an injury, now you're short. But they like to roll 4 full lines and 4 pairs of D through. Holtz, loose behind the Slovak goal. Feeds it back, and the shot by Soderstrom, stopped by Kozel. Rebound put wide by Raymond. Raymond back on it. Henriksen picks it off the sideboard. Centers it, and Holtz missed that one-timer. Now a chance short-handed, 2-on-1 for the Slovak. Taransky works in, plays it back across. And the point-blank shot taken there by Balagura is stopped by Wallstedt. Holtz works back in. Henriksen, as the Swedes are changing, throws it back in the corner for Holtz.
And a 4-forward, 1 defenseman power play set up for Sweden.
Powdered wide there by Bjornfort. Goal scored in the first minute. Thank you, Tessa.
And the Gushin player, number 15 for Russia, you just saw, he's a 2002 born, very good offensive player playing up with the group.
In comes Holtz, drops it across to Raymond, and a quick pad save there by Kozel.
Gord, I'm getting excited watching Raymond.
Raymond off the face-off. They come right back with his line after the TV timeout. That's like Game 7 of a playoff series. Well, this is a far cry, I'll tell you, from 2007 in Leksand, Sweden. The Swedes had a powerhouse team, including the Killer Bees, Backstrom, Bergfors, and Berglund. And their coach, Torny Bedlin, just rolled his lines. They get a 5-on.
Get open ice.
Sweden have chosen Slovakia 16-8 here in the period. 34-16 overall. Line held by Albert Johansson. Alexander Holtz swings it back. Up for Hedstrom. By the third period of the third game on Wednesday, these guys might be a little tired, though. Broberg left it there for Raymond. Walks it across the line, dropped it back for Holtz. Henriksen had that bounce away. And racing to it is Martin Volko. Raymond stole that away from him, and now Ludwig Hedstrom brings it back for the Swedes. Stolen back by Yendek. Carl Henriksen walks in. Henriksen got a quick chance, and the goaltender Patrick Kozul lost his stick. Now he quickly regains it. The puck loose in front. And Holtz for Raymond, and Raymond got straightened up there by Francis Guido. Played across for Elias. He shoots, and that's kicked away by Wallstead. As Cornwell was looking for the rebound. Elias had a bouncing puck, couldn't find it his feet. Henriksen back with it. Wheeled back in front, and a chance there for defenseman Michael Bano coming in. And Bano has to hustle back. And it's brought back by Holtz. Works in and shoots off the outside of the post.
He was looking to shoot that.
Score in that power play. So 5-on-5 to start the third period. Now, of note for the Slovaks, Craig, we were talking to some of their guys between periods. They had 2 players injured in a pre-tournament game. And so as a result, they're playing short today. They've got 2 guys coming from Slovakia who will join their team tomorrow. Raymond throws it back in front of bouncing puck for Henriksen. He was spilled. Raymond got spun around. Another penalty coming. Henriksen works in and shoots. He fired that wide. So a 5-on-3 coming now for Sweden.
So this is just when I get rid of the puck. If I'm in the offensive zone and I have a puck play, I'll try to make a play. But here, just get it to the net. I want more time, 5-on-3.
That's what they're yelling, I think, from the Swedish bench. They finally do. And so Henriksen at center along with Holtz and Soderblom on the wings.
Team Slovakia penalty to number 10.
Soderstrom on the back end along with Raymond.
1 minute 16 seconds. Team Slovakia penalty. Nice check.
Soderstrom works across the top, drops it back to Lucas Raymond. Cross to Henriksen. A centering pass goes off the skate back to Raymond. Now unloading, knocking that high and wide is Soderstrom. And Victor Soderstrom plays for the Brynäs organization in Gävle, Sweden. Drops it back. Holtz throws it back across. Score! Henriksen on the sweet feed. And Sweden regains the lead 3-2 and will still have 1 minute and 20 seconds of power play time.
And Alexander Holtz really shows that complete offensive package. He gets right going to the net. He holds the goaltender by showing him, I might shoot the puck. He's seen a couple of shots from him, and then he just delivers. Here he goes, just quickly attacking the net, and then puts it right on the tape of Henriksen.
So Henriksen,
that feather.
Henriksen, the grand old man on that top line, the 17-year-old playing with the 2 16-year-olds. Henriksen, as we mentioned, probably the Frölunda system, which has been so successful over the years. Roger Ronberg, the head coach of their Swedish Hockey League team, a long-time international coach for Sweden. Now in comes Raymond again. He might never come off as the Swedes stay on the power play here. Scoring a 5-on-3. Holtz walks in. Shoots. That was blocked. And sent back down the ice by Elias.
You know what'll be interesting? Wednesday night, Sweden, Canada.
Yeah. Yeah.
Air conditioning. They were sleeping with wet towels on them, and they go put them in the bathtub where there was ice to just try to stay cool as they slept.
We're going there next year, Craig. Henriksen drops it back, and Raymond fired that wide. I'm not enthused. I'm actually excited to go to the tournament. I've heard great things about it in Slovakia and the Czech Republic.
Do you know what's going to be great for you is the point.
Dan Cleary's cut 3 times, twice on his birthday.
Who was that?
Dan Cleary. Cut 3 straight years, twice on his birthday. okay.
Yes, he was.
First Newfoundlander to have his name engraved on the
Underage players are under 18, so there's a lot of legal parts of it too, as well as costs that become enhanced if you have to put them into Plymouth at that time, the third week of July, to prepare for this tournament. It's just really unfortunate that the situation doesn't allow for them to participate here, because I know this too, they would love to come and, you know, get into the tournament.
Like a Jack Hughes here.
All those young kids are going to be draft picks.
Long joke. Henrik wants his twin brother. When Henrik is named to the People magazine 25 most beautiful people, he's his identical twin brother. Should he not be there as well? Henrik wins on style points. Joel is more of a mucker. He's had a great career in Sweden.
Oh, yes, he has.
Henriksen works in. Drops it off for Holtz. He misses Raymond with it. And now Raymond is down just outside the Slovak blue line, clutching his back. And now play will be called with his 3.5 to go here in the third period. And swinging back is Philip Broberg, who had that dandy dash for a goal earlier in the period. Shots are 44-21 in favor of the Swedes. Soderblom works in. Plays it across to Holtz. But his top line is not disappointed for the Swedes. These top players, Holtz, and of course, Raymond, was just shaken up, and Henriksen. That pass is picked on by Hromiak.
That's the other thing about real top-end offensive players. There's not a play that they don't think they can make. There could be three guys in between them, and they think they can get it through all three and feather it.